The Cold War was a time of tension between the United States and the Soviet Union. It started after World War II, around 1945, and ended in 1991. These two countries were very powerful, but they had very different ideas about how people should live and how countries should be ruled. The United States believed in democracy and capitalism. The Soviet Union believed in communism and government control of everything. They did not trust each other. Even though they never fought directly in a big war, they acted like enemies. That's why it is called a Cold War. There was no direct fighting between the two. But they had many other kinds of conflicts like spying, building weapons, and helping different sides in wars in other countries. After World War II, Europe was in bad shape. The U.S. helped Western Europe rebuild through a plan called the Marshall Plan. At the same time, the Soviet Union took control of many Eastern European countries. Germany was divided into East and West. Berlin, the capital, was also divided. In 1948, the Soviet Union blocked all roads to West Berlin. But the U.S. and its allies sent supplies by airplane. This was called the Berlin Airlift. In 1949, the U.S. and other Western countries formed NATO, a military group. In 1955, the Soviet Union created a similar group with its allies called directly. They helped other countries in smaller wars. These are called proxy wars. For example, in the Korean War, 1950 to 1953, the U.S. helped South Korea, and the Soviet Union supported North Korea. The same thing happened in Vietnam. The U.S. tried to stop communism, but the war was very difficult and many people died. In the end, the U.S. left and Vietnam became a communist country. The Cold War also included a space race. In 1957, the Soviet Union sent the first satellite, Sputnik, into space. This surprised the world. The U.S. then worked hard to catch up. In 1969, the U.S. sent the first people to the moon. This was a big moment in the Cold War. There was also a lot of spying. The U.S. had the CIA, and the Soviet Union had the KGB. They tried to find secrets about each other. Some people became famous spies. Propaganda was also very common. Both sides made movies, posters, and news stories to show their way of life was better. At home, the Cold War changed how people lived. In the U.S., people were afraid of communists. Some were arrested or lost their jobs because others said they were communists. In the Soviet Union, the government watched people closely and did not allow much freedom. Life was hard for many people. In the 1970s, the U.S. and the Soviet Union tried to relax the tension. This period was called détente. They signed agreements to stop making more nuclear weapons. But in the 1980s, the Cold War became tense again. The U.S. built more weapons, and the Soviet Union had problems with its economy. In 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev became the leader of the Soviet Union. He started some big changes. He allowed people to speak more freely, glasnost, and tried to fix the economy, perestroika. But these changes made the Soviet Union weaker. One by one, the countries in Eastern Europe began to ask for freedom. In 1989, the Berlin Wall came down. In 1991, the Soviet Union broke apart. The Cold War was over.